Yeah.
Yes, I'm on that mechanical bull when it comes to the shred. But this time I was able to really, for whatever reason, I just hit my stride. And the
Really?
new thing I did, try the intermittent fasting.
Oh,
And I absolutely love it.
really?
And this shred made me say every day I would just have my shake for breakfast, or my shake when I start eating. My shake will be the first thing I eat every day.
Right.
Just wonderful.
Okay.
So
Really?
less cravings, not as, the sugar craving,
Okay.
is gone. Not as hungry, you
Really?
know, like my whole body just kind of settled down and said, okay.
Wow.
So not sure why, but, just after all this time,
Okay.
I hit a nice patch. And so I said, I will add the shake to like I just did shakes during the shred,
Oh, you
you
didn't.
know.
What do you mean you only did shakes during the shred? Say that again.
Everywhere, wow. But I wasn't I'm a do it every day committed person.
To the shakes? Really?
No,
I
really.
didn't know that. I didn't know. You're kidding.
I have them from time to time, and of course on the shred, but this made me say, I will drink one of those every day.
You are kidding. I never knew that. I have a shake every single day, just out of pure
Yeah, I
laziness.
say that over and over again. I'm gonna turn my phone so it's easier to hold. I've heard you say that over and over, and I
Yeah,
thought,
just out of pure laziness.
but now I get it. I finally get it, and
Yeah. So someone asked a question. How specifically did you do the intermittent fasting?
So I am a person who I'm not usually very hungry in the mornings anyway. So I agreed with myself that I would just not eat until like 11 or 11:30 every morning.
Okay.
And so that was the thing. It was just skip all this figuring out what to do beforehand. So I don't start eating until 11. And then I work on closing up that window. I give myself till 7:30 only because I don't start till 11, but usually I'm okay. And then I just drink. I make sure I drink after 7:30, and it's wonderful. I just feel like I went my whole system. Ding.
Wow. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Start the day with a shake,
Uh-huh.
and then from there I'll do like I can't eat my except for my vegetables off the tower. So because of a couple surgeries I've had, I struck with raw vegetables. They really give me a problem.
Wait. You said you can only eat your vegetables off the tower?
Only the vegetables off the tower.
There's a lot. I mean, I feel like I'm learning a lot. Okay, hold up. So meaning that if you buy vegetables out of the store, you saying
I'm going to have a tummy ache. If I eat a salad somewhere else, I'm going to have a tummy ache.
When did you discover this?
I've been having a problem. So I've stopped eating raw vegetables. This is how we started Juice Plus. This is how I started Juice Plus, because the raw vegetables were killing me. I was having these pains, emergency. It was crazy. And then the doctor said, now you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. You need more green leafy vegetables. I'm like, are you crazy? I can't do it.
Oh,
So
wow.
we got the tower, and I slowly started eating little things off the tower and waiting and praying not to get a tummy ache. So I can eat my tomatoes, I can eat my celery, I can eat arugula, which is not bitter on the tower. It's not bitter. I can eat all this stuff off the tower.
That's
Is that cool?
Huh? That's crazy.
Is that?
Do you think it's because of the pesticides, or maybe that's what it was?
The pesticides or something in the ground that they're using to grow it, or maybe because it's some kind of mixed seed or something. I don't know. My stomach would not tolerate it, and I could eat it, but I will have a tummy ache later.
Okay, we got to talk about that later. We're gonna move on from that.
I know, shred stuff.
No, but that is shred stuff. When you're saying to people that the vegetables that were in the store gave you a stomach ache,
killing me, ended up in ER.
Right. I mean, that's actually really profound to say that the vegetables in the store were giving you an issue because,
yes.
I mean, and then the ones that you're growing. No, I gotta write that down.
But the fruits that I can eat the tomatoes, I can eat my celery, I can eat my arugula. I can't wait to eat my cucumbers. I'm waiting. And even the peppers, none of it none of it gives me the pain in my stomach. I can eat it all.
I
It's
told you
amazing.
you've been holding back on that information. We're gonna come back to that because that is something that
the intermittent fasting was the key for me. I am so thrilled, and I'm not hungry. This is the thing. Starting my eating so early in the day, for me, I guess kept me always wanting to eat more, eat more, eat more. Now, I just agree with myself that 11:30, maybe even 12 is early enough to start eating. And I just do my shake, and then I'm a happy clam.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
I lost pounds.
Go ahead.
I lost 4.
You lost 4 pounds, and you're not trying to lose weight.
No, not really trying to lose weight.
Okay. So there's a lot, there's a number of you on there. I would love for some of you just to unmute yourselves and share your experience with the shred this time, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because sometimes we don't want to share the ugly, right? You don't want to say you ate, a birthday cake during the shred or whatever the case may be, because that's not supposed to be on the shred. But that's what happens. So we want to hear where you struggled, not just that it was all rosy and all that good stuff. Like, where did you struggle? Because I know some of y'all are quiet because maybe you don't want to tell where you struggle, but I would love for you all, I'm going to just be quiet for a minute. Wilhelmina, I saw you unmute yourself, so that means you want to say something. If I'm saying that right. Wilhelmina. Oli. Hi.
That's right.
Awesome. Share. Well, please do.
Okay, I'll share a little bit. Well, I was very excited to finally get to do the shed. And I've had very good response. My number one issue for me was arthritis pain and inflammation all over my body. So 2.5 years ago, I went pescatarian to try to help with that. I got some results, but not the results that I really wanted. And so I took out the gluten. I took out the dairy, haven't eaten any dairy in 2 weeks because I started the shed, you guys shed. I was already shedding a few days before y'all because I got mixed up on it. But I just said I'm just going to continue, which I'm still continuing. I think I'm going to make it a way of life because I've not missed the cheese.
Right.
I've not missed it. I've not missed the dairy because I already was drinking almond milk.
Okay.
And I had already not drank milk, cow's milk in years.
Got it.
So I'm very comfortable with the gluten, getting rid of the wheat.
Got it.
The gluten, I don't have a problem. I think the most I was eating of wheat was wheat bread. But I actually found some gluten-free bread, but I actually wound up, because there's this one meal that I just love to eat, which was my egg with on toast with the avocado. I just love that meal on toast, And so that's the reason why I found some gluten bread.
Okay.
But and it all works out. It all worked out, and I got gluten pasta. Well, it's not pasta, but it's shaped like pasta, looks like pasta, but it's chickpea and lentil, and I fixed it up. I seasoned it real good. No salt. Went got all no salt seasoning.
Wow.
And so it's a learning experience for me, but I enjoy doing it. I enjoy eating this way. So it's not going to be a problem, I don't think. Now, my downfall is getting moving, getting out and moving. I guess if I had been moving in the last 2 years, I would be skinny by now. But I've not been able to be consistent with moving. So, and it's just about a mental laziness about moving, period. I have to be real with Nina. You're just lazy. Just put your So the other day, someone challenged me on Facebook and someone in the group, And I said, well, now that I've gotten rid of this pain, because that was another reason why I didn't want to. I didn't want to walk because I had so much pain,
Yeah.
inflammation, and pain in my knees and my legs.
Yeah,
So now that I
your
don't,
leg.
now that all of that has succeeded, I said I'm gonna get on out here, I'm gonna walk. And so I did the other day, walked 20 minutes, and
Wow.
I visualized me walking first, where I'm gonna go in my head in my block. I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna go down, and I'm gonna come back, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I did half of that walk that I said that I was gonna do. I did half of it,
Okay.
and so that was just one time. I think that was today. I think that was Monday. No,
Okay.
that was Tuesday. I don't know when it was, but I
That's
did it. And so I'm just going to have to love on me a little bit more and put those tennis shoes on and just get out that door. And I'm encouraged to say I heard was on a Zoom just a few minutes ago, and that was very encouraging, that Zoom. You just got to move. I just got to move, and I think that once I get to really moving consistently
yeah.
on purpose, of course I move around the house, go to the store, but do something different, on purpose moving, as in walking, and then don't even think. I have a pool. We have a limited size pool right here in my complex. I can go down and I can swim. So I just need to get out, just start thinking, Wilhelmina, love you more. Do it and get in habit form. So that's my challenge that I'm going to looking forward to overcoming this,
Doing that.
is
Thank
to
you.
actually purposely move something purposely differently every day. At
You know
least
what?
5
Thank you
times
for
a day.
sharing that. It's very inspiring, especially about the pain and the moving. Because truth be told, I don't move. Trying to move around is my my downfall too. The good news is what I've learned is every shred we're like, okay, I didn't exercise that much last time, but I'm gonna challenge myself to exercise 5 days or walk up the stairs. So the good news is when you're a part of this community, we keep you inspired. So thank you so much for that. Can I get a couple other people that are willing to share? Appreciate that. Yes. Hi. I don't know your name, but I see your face.
Erica.
Erica.
I think. Is it Erica? Yeah.
Hi.
So, hi, this is my second month. So the first month, I think I was harder on myself. It's not harder, but more strict the first time. So, and I didn't exercise. So this time I slipped a little bit on the food, but I really killed the exercise, and I feel so much better. And I did well. The only, I think when I cheated, I did some wine over the weekend, and I did a little coffee a couple of days. But otherwise, it felt really good, and I feel like I might be able to stay on a good track, maybe.
So can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Can I tell you a secret? So we
Tell me.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this. So the guidelines of alcohol and not having coffee actually went away. So you can have, right. So coffee's okay. Now, the sugar and the cream, that's the part.
And I don't like it like that. So good. Yeah, so good.
And then the alcohol hasn't been taken away either, but with alcohol, there's sugar in there. So the sugar part still remains, but the restriction for coffee, not a restriction. And then not having alcohol is not a restriction per se. It's just the sugar. So you did all right.
Okay.
Well,
that's good to know.
Maybe I shouldn't know.
That's
but yeah. Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah. And
anything else?
And I guess one of the struggles I had was 7 o'clock in the summer. It's so hard for me to have everything by 7. So I know a couple of times I was probably a little past the 7 o'clock. But like today I was okay. But I think maybe it was Tuesday or Wednesday, not okay. But it's not that much later, but it's harder for me in the summer. I just don't want to eat that early.
Got it.
So that was probably the biggest struggle.
what I think with the 10 days and with the guidelines is we're just conscious. You know, we don't do it perfect, but we're like, okay, I'm trying to get it at 7. I'm at 7:36, but it's close to 7. Right? So we're trying. Yes. Awesome.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I wasn't eating at 9 o'clock or anything.
Right. So
Yeah.
that works. Any other couple of comments before we just talk about kind of what to do next and how to use that nutrition plan?
I'd like to comment.
Please go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
have my hand up, but you can't see it.
No, yeah. Go for it.
Okay, well, I probably am a veteran. I've been doing Shred for almost 3 years.
Got it.
I love it. I'm a partner, so that I do the Shred sort of like you, Robin, for my group, and it's really encouraging to me. This particular Shred, thank you, Wilhelmina. I am an athlete. I am an athlete at heart, but since COVID started, I did 30 straight days of 30 minutes. Then I did 45 days of 40 minutes, and 45 days of 45 minutes a day.
Wow.
And for this Shred though, I let go. I let go of my exercise routine. I was like, oh no, every day. It was like, if I exercise in the evenings, I get up feeling like I hit a Mack truck, because when I exercise hard, and I
Wow.
go for it. I did Billy Blank's Tybo.
Mm-hmm.
I did Tybo last month, and just about every day, and I loved it. But I didn't do well with it, but I know that's in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And but I do want to encourage you, Wilhelmina, and all of you. My husband has leukemia, and he was only given about 7 months to live in 2014, and he's coming up on 6 years. And I look at what he's done. He's been on chemo for 6 years now. My husband does not have side effects, no sickness, no fever, he does not have pain. And one of the things that I think has made such a difference with him, besides the Juice Plus, he started taking triple Juice Plus in 2017 when they ran out of a medicine, a chemo. He was out off of chemo for almost 12 weeks because they didn't know what to do. And so he tripled the Juice Plus then. And it was so cool because before then, his eyes were kind of gray, his skin was kind of gray. He tripled the Juice Plus, and he has that beautiful pecan tan. And his hair, after the bone marrow transplant that they did, his hair had gone straight. People kept thinking he was Indian. I'm going, I married a black guy, and 30 years later, you think he turned to an Indian guy? What is this? But anyway, his hair started to curl back up when he started to, triple the Juice Plus. So we felt like this was giving his body a lot of healing. But one of the things he has never stopped doing, which amazes me, because I know sometimes his body is weary, he has never stopped exercising. He gets up at 5:30, he goes upstairs, and he gets on a recumbent bike. And if he doesn't do anything but 10 or 15 minutes through all of the treatment that he's gone through, he moves. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I see in him and his body continuing to do what it does. I mean, we went out and played pickleball last Thursday. And on Friday morning, he got his labs back, and his white count was 1.2. It was so low. But he had played an hour of pickleball before. So I just know that we've got to do this. We've got to keep taking care of ourselves and keep working at it. And our motto is to be younger next year. So we can't afford to stop shredding. I can't afford to stop
and you are so vibrant and just, woo. And it's late where you are, right? Is it 9:30 where you are?
Yeah, it's about 9:30.
Yeah, and you're like full of energy. I tell you, I think what I hear from this is we're loving on each other and we're inspiring each other, and this is not a perfect journey. Sometimes we do it better than others. Sometimes we're good on the food and not on the exercise. But what we know and what we can hear from you is to say, look, all of this works together. And exercise is a key component. And when you said you exercise hard, and I'm like, I am so lazy. What is wrong with me? So as soon as I get off this call, y'all, I'm gonna go watch my daughter roller skate and I'll walk. So thank you so much for that. So inspiring. Yes, so inspiring. Is there one more person that wants to share? I know some of y'all are quiet, and I'm not gonna call anybody out because I know some of y'all are on here, but I'm not gonna call you out. Anybody else that wants to share the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then we're gonna talk about kind of what's next and what to do. Anybody else? All right, I'm not gonna put anybody on the spot. I said I wasn't.
You know what, Robin?
Go ahead.
Say that I struggle too. I'm gonna turn my camera on. I struggle too with getting this. You know, I do my steps and things, but with all this work that I'm having to do unexpectedly, I'm gonna turn my camera around so you guys can see. I bought one of those little bike things. You see that?
Yeah.
And I really have a tablet, a table that I sit, you know, with my laptop, and I'm pedaling. So even while we're talking, I'm doing my pedaling so that I would still be moving, and it really works. And so even during the commercials, if I stop, you know, during the commercials, I'm like, okay, you got to pedal, because when you sit so much to type or whatever, it's really hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
So I said, we're going to do this. And I invested. It was, you know, $100, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
And all of this works together. The eating, the drinking the water, the sleeping, the taking the Juice Plus, all of that is how we're getting to where we are, because we know that we're taking what we don't need out of our bodies, but we're replacing it with cell building nutrition, and that is phenomenal. So let's see if I can wrap this up in 5 minutes. What happens next? Some of you all know, because you've been shredding for a while, this 10 days doesn't mean you have to stop and just throw it all in the air and go back to the way it was. The 10 days was just a jump start so you can get a feel for this. But what happens is, a lot of you, and I know this, you're like, this is going well. I'm feeling good about this. Let me keep going. But maybe you say, I'll keep going, but I'm going to have some avocado egg toast, you know, a couple days in the week, but maybe I'm not going to do it every day. So what you're doing is you're taking what you discovered and deciding what you're going to keep and what you're going to not do. And it's not as strict. So we're going to a place where if you want to sprinkle some cheese on your salad, okay. But maybe you decide that cheese didn't work for you, that you thought you needed cheese, but now you don't, or now you don't have the craving for sugar. That's what this is about. So as you go into the next 30 days of the month, or however many days before we do the next 20 days, before we do the next shred, see what your body likes and doesn't like, and then commit to, I'm going to look at my calendar because it's August next month. I don't know what day, what month. So we're starting the shred again August 10th. And what does that mean? That we're officially coming back together in this group as this space on doing this journey together. But you're on your own from now until then. The Facebook group's going to go dormant for a while, and then we'll come back together. All of you should have your meal plan. And if you don't, ask your shred leader. So the way that you use that, you had a 10-day menu at a glance, and now you have a fuller menu that helps to guide you through, that gives you more options. So again, it's not restricted of gluten and dairy and all of those things, but again, maybe you would decide to do that, but it gives you options and structure so that you have something to follow now until the next time that we shred. Any questions that I can answer for you before we wrap it up? Anything at all? Okay.
Robin?
Yes, Mika. Okay, Mika, and then Gwendolyn.
It's okay. Go ahead, Gwendolyn.
No,
I can wait.
Oh, go ahead, Mika, because I see you on the screen. Go ahead.
Well, I just had a question for those that are participating in this program. Did you find that you had any side effects, like in regards to detoxing, as a result to removing some of those items out of your diet, such as like headaches or nauseousness or anything like that? I'm just curious.
So, Bernetta, can you speak to that? And the answer is yes, but go ahead. Go ahead and answer that. I'm going to take that answer.
Well, yes. And somebody else was saying yes. I think all of us when we first started shredding, especially your first couple of shreds, you find you could be extra tired. So you're very grateful to have to go to bed early. And you have some headaches, maybe some gastrointestinal. I know some people have a lot of flatulence as process, get some of that stuff out. So yes, that is all natural. It's all a part of it. And it may not just be this first shred, mind you, because depending on how you live between now and the next shred, you may be detoxing the first couple of shreds, because most people go back to eating the other stuff. So don't be, and especially a headache. I don't know why that is. But when you're craving that caffeine or the sugar, man, that headache will and it'll be in your little face and everything. So don't think that's strange. But hopefully you drank some extra water. And that can help get.
Anybody else feel that? Anybody else have detox effect that they wanted to share with us?
I did. I had headaches, and I didn't know that we could drink coffee, so I did no caffeine. So I think I was getting headaches from the caffeine withdrawal.
Right.
Good job. Good job.
With
it, that'll go away. Stay off the coffee. You won't have that.
And now I don't even crave coffee now. Like I don't even like, I wake up, I used to wake up, I gotta have my coffee. Now it's like, I don't even, because I made my mind up that I can't have coffee for 10 days. Because I thought we could not have coffee.
If you stay off coffee, then this is why we put coffee back, because people were getting headaches and they were struggling without the coffee. But we also know that once people get off coffee, then they don't need it anymore. So, but we knew it was that coffee was given. It was just people were really, really struggling on that. People are like saying in the comments, they're saying, Dawn, you're amazing. They're loving you for it. But yes, any other feelings that you had? Because yes, the headaches, anything else you felt just during the 10 days, kind of like the detox?
Yeah, I had a lot of gas because I'm a first time shredder, you guys. So I went from eating just every doggone thing in the world to this shred.
Right.
So, I mean, these 10 days I've been like, but at first it was a struggle, but now it's like I'm excited to do the rest of the menu.
Yes.
Learn new recipes and like eating new things. Like I'm trying new stuff. Like I used to didn't like fruit mixed up in anything.
Okay.
And so I put it in a smoothie and it was good.
Yeah.
Then I tried spinach in a smoothie and I was like, oh, this is good. Okay, I think I can do this.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to crave like a hamburger or red meat, but I haven't craved any red meat at all. I've been eating a lot of fish, like red snapper, tilapia, orange roughy, salmon. So I'm eating a lot more different fishes and trying those than just my normal fried catfish. Because, every Friday used to be fried catfish from Lassie's Inn. I'm in Arkansas, you guys. So, every Friday was. And then now when I go to the gas station, I just have to divert my eyes because, the gas stations out here, they sell like, yams and macaroni and cheese and all that type of stuff.
And hot links. You can get hot links at the gas station. Lord.
Yes. And hot links and fried catfish and fried chicken tenders. So now I'm so glad COVID is during this time because I don't need to go. I don't go in for anything. I just right at the pump. So I'm avoiding seeing all that food. So this is new. I've cut out a lot of different food and I'm trying a lot of different vegetables I didn't think I was gonna like. And it's like, what is that, quinoa?
The gray quinoa?
I was like, oh, this is pretty good. Okay, I doctored it up a little bit, put a little crushed garlic in it. I said, okay, I can do this.
Yeah. We love, when I tell you, we love hearing these stories, like love hearing them, because your story is like a lot of our stories before this became our story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin.
Right. So thank you so much, and keep going, because
Yeah.
you're just knocking at the door and scratching the surface. But yeah, and just know that we're here. We continue to do it, and so stay on the journey. Thank you so much, Dom. I wanted to call on you, but I didn't want to call on you if you didn't want me to call on you.
Robin,
Yes, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that my husband always says, and he's a pediatrician. He said, people don't know how bad they were feeling until they know how good they can feel. And that's what the shred does. It shows you how good you can feel.
Someone had a question for you, Gwendolyn. So for your husband, which Juice Plus products does he take?
He takes all of them.
So
He takes the 3 blends plus the omega.
okay.
I give him at least 1 shake. 2 or 3 a day is better for him because he's a lightweight and he needs to hold on to his weight.
Okay.
And then he grows all of his the fresh produce. He has 4 towers.
Oh, 4 towers. Oh wow.
We just gave one away to the local extension service today because I kind of wanted to take one of them off of his plate. So, but yeah, he uses all of the products, and it's amazing. And if you depending on where you are, you at least need to start with a trio, the 3 blend.
All right, y'all. This is always energizing. It really is. And what's great is for those of you who've been shredding for a while, we get on and we hear new shredders and their stories, and they reinvigorate us, and they're like, yeah, this is awesome. I think my favorite story, though, if I had to be honest, was the fact, and this had nothing to do with the shred, the fact that Bernetta could eat vegetables that she grows versus out of the store. That's like really profound to me, because I've never heard anybody say that. We know that the produce in the stores is not necessarily right, but I've never heard anybody say that it bothered them. So that's pretty interesting. It really, really is. Any other final questions or comments before we go?
I have one question.
Yeah.
What is you ladies' favorite white dressing?
White?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Can it be
salad,
yellow?
For salad.
You
salad.
said white. I like
White salad dressing.
Yellow.
Like the ranch dressing?
Yeah.
Because the ranch dressing has milk in it.
Right. Okay.
I use a vegan ranch dressing.
Say that again?
I use a vegan ranch dressing.
Oh, vegan ranch.
Vegan
I
ranch.
will look for that. Okay.
What's the brand, or what's the name of it, Bernetta?
I'll go to my refrigerator.
Okay.
While y'all talk.
I have to look for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me get that.
Now,
Because
Wilhelmina, what
Matter of fact, I just bought, okay, this is, can you see it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, creamy
Cool.
garlic. Okay. And you,
So this
Wilhelmina,
is,
what part of the
yeah.
country are you in? Where are you?
I'm in DC.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then Bernetta's in California. So one on the other side of the, like,
Cali.
literally on the
But
other
you
side.
have, DC, they have health food stores, so you could just go
Yeah,
to
I'll
any
find
store.
it. I'm sure I'll find it.
Awesome.
I didn't know that exists, but I'll find it.
Yes.
This
Yeah,
is,
that's gonna
yeah,
be
it's
key.
good for us to come together and be resources for each other. Yeah. All right. Good
Oh, yeah,
question.
Tempa. Somebody
And-
just asked that, have we tried Tempa? It's
Tempeh?
wonderful.
Tempeh.
Tempeh.
Tempeh. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
tempeh. I love
And-
tempeh. I have some in my refrigerator right now. I love
Yeah.
tempeh, and I eat it all the time. You gotta if you gotta cook it well. I soak it in vegetable broth and marinate it and put
Yeah.
powder and cumin and make tacos. And I like
Yeah.
Oh, ladies, let me share. I cooked tofu for the first time.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yes. And I barbecued tofu.
Oh.
Yes.
Really?
It was
Really?
so good. Well,
Tell
see,
us
I had
more.
had tofu at a vegan restaurant, and it was barbecue tofu and rice. And I love that when I go there. I said, I'm going to try my own, and I did successfully.
Oh, wow.
It was
Wow.
really good. It was
Do
really
you
good.
have a recipe? I don't know if you're in the Facebook group. Can you put the recipe for that in there?
I thought I shared it. I
You
thought
may
I shared it.
You may have. You may have.
Yeah.
I'll go look.
I'll share it again.
Yeah, share it again so we
Share
can
it
support.
again.
Yes, that sounds.
Barbecue
I just soaked it in the barbecue sauce. Well, barbecue sauce. I seasoned it the tofu first, and then put the barbecue sauce over it. Put it in the refrigerator and let it marinate a little bit. And then came back and put a little avocado oil in the pan and burn it on each side, because I like mine a little burnt. Yeah, and it was good. It was really good.
Oh, nice.
So now I'm looking forward to doing tofu different styles.
That, the fact that y'all are discovering new recipes and new foods is so exciting. Please put that in the group. Yeah, and that's
and
good.
See, the thing is that it's the texture, because it gives me the texture of like I'm eating meat. The texture. So it's very satisfying. So it's almost as if you can't believe that this is good for you.
I know. Because
it's not meat.
Just soon, Wilhelmina, you're gonna be a leader in all of this, and you're gonna say, "This is me, and this is where I am now." We're loving that story. All right, ladies, I would love to hang out with y'all all night long, but I do have to take this little girl skating. Like I do. I have to take her out skating, and I gotta get walking before the sun goes down over here, because y'all on the East Coast is already dark.
Yeah.
So we still got.
Yeah, we got night, Robin.
Yeah.
We rode our.
Okay.
I got to the shred this time, and we rode our bikes.
Awesome.
Wow.
Like a cool memory of it.
Well, y'all, lovely, wonderful shredders, inspiring just healthy living, literally all across the country, from the east to the west. So that's exciting.
Robin, where are you located?
California.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm in California.
Oh.
So Bernetta and I think, and Mika, Bernetta, myself, and Mika are Californians. And
Where's Erica?
Erica, where are you?
I'm in St. Louis.
St. Louis, that's right.
Yeah, so we're all over. That's the beautiful thing about this, right? We are everywhere. It is beautiful. So, anyways, y'all, make sure. This is the last thing. On Monday the 27th, we have a What is Shred Zoom for people who want to know more about the shred. So those are people who have not shredded before, but really want to find out, well, what is this all about? So share, if you have people that you want to invite to know more about the shred, then that'll be on Monday at 6 Pacific Standard Time, so 9 o'clock for some of y'all, and 8 o'clock for some of y'all. Same Zoom information, same ID. Invite them in, and we're going to talk about what is the shred, and should they participate with us. But anyways, mark your calendar for Monday if you want to invite people, and then we're going to start beginning August 10th on the shred. So we'll see you all then. All right, have a good night, day, all of that.
Good night.
Bye.
Good evening.
Robin,
Bye.
I do.
Robin, are you posting a flyer somewhere?
Yeah, I have it, but I'll send it to you directly right now.
Are you?
I'll send it to you. I have it. I posted it out, but I'll send it right now again. All right. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.